Yeah, the Zulu social experiment, the levels to participation in the social experiment. First level of participation is basically joining the community because you want to benefit from what is being created. And this is a skill-driven and equitable environment to create and exchange value and benefit from all the value that's created within this community. So if you're interested in that, you would have to go to the channel, the ZSC channel, and find the Mbuso weZulu section. That means Kingdom of Heaven. And on all that content, you will find what we call a join the party form. Let me just write it down. Join the party. So that is essentially means getting a party number, a participation number. So if you fill in that form, you will receive from our official WhatsApp line an unofficial participation number.
VIP.
Yeah, that's official. That's the first level of participation. The next level of participation is where you'll find content in the Marriage in Heaven section of the channel. This is where you have the opportunity to actually have an input and actually, be part of the discussion in deciding what are the principles of this new economy, that we're setting up, the skill-driven and equitable economy. So you'll have an opportunity to make a contribution. Maybe there'll be amendments made to the actual principles of the, what's the principle? The principle is essentially the rules or the guidelines, right? So these are the guidelines. So
Don't be naughty.
So this is where we decide what the guidelines of this community is. So if you want to be part of that discussion, there's a to officially participate in this discussion. So you don't have to agree with anything really. There's something called a marriage toast form.
I like.
So that's like, essentially basically deciding whether you agree with the principles that have been set down or you don't. So if you fill in that form, that's already your second level of participation. You're already involved in the discussion, right? So that's awesome. At this level, it's awesome. And then the final level is what we call, there's a section of the Zulu social experiment that's called the whack poll. Warning to sensitive viewers, very controversial.
Is the correct one.
This is like the mind and all the gory details of the motivations of the founder and the custodian of the social experiment. And to participate in this, basically go through that content and you'll find a form called the whack poll, in which you make a comment about what you think the motives of the founder and the custodian is. So you'll find that the link to that form in all of that content. And this will allow you to get to a point where you're close enough to the custodian to lend a hand and work with him in actually building this new, setting this new economy up. So all the systems are ready. If you want to get trained and get involved hands-on, this is what you'd have to do. You'd have to fill in the whack poll form. So this is a once-off form, that's a once-off form, and that's a once-off form as well. So awesome.
I like. Black don't crack unless blacks on crack.